Only on News 13, we are talking with New Mountain Congressman Chuck Edwards.
News 13's Charles Perez asked him about several high-profile issues he's already dealing with, including missing constituent casework.
The members-elect will rise.
A vote for McCarthy and 15 rounds is how Chuck Edwards began his term in Congress.
And that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties.
Nevertheless, he says he got off to a good start.
We certainly have hit the ground running.
The congressman sworn in amid numerous concerns. First, former Congressman Madison Cawthorn not handing over constituent casework.
Unfortunately, I was told there was about 100 open cases from our previous congressman, and for whatever reason, we didn't receive those case files.
And a bit further away, concerns about fellow Republican Congressman George Santos, who some say should resign.
I'm disappointed that anyone running for office would so flagrantly embellish their resume, their bio. But as far as accountability on embellishing that bio, that will be left up to the voters.
I asked about a report he'll join the Freedom Caucus alongside others like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz, who stood together against electing Speaker McCarthy. Is it accurate or not?
What I can tell you is that my values very much align with those of the Freedom Caucus.
On the national agenda, I asked him his priorities.
What I'm hearing from folks at home that concerns them is the horrible inflation that is affecting their pocketbooks.
I asked him about immigration, but he focused more on issues of crime and drugs.
The fact that we're seeing crime rise so exponentially is on everyone's mind.
Edwards will come home to a 15-county tour covering his district from just east of Marion all the way to the Tennessee border.
I want to hear from folks. I want a chance to have the wood stove conversations.
So far, he did not give any specifics on how to deal with any of these issues, but focused mostly on serving the people of Western North Carolina, especially those with missing casework.
So I urge folks out there now, if you think that you have an open case with this congressional office, you really don't, please call me and let me know so we can get the information and give you the help that you're looking for.
Hundreds of families in the mountains are frustrated. They're waiting to see if they'll get back any of their money. They say they paid for those solar panels that don't work.
News 13's Help Desk has been following the case against Pink Energy as it makes its way through bankruptcy court. And new tonight, News 13's Karen Zakalak finds out if there's any hope for customers who lost a lot of money.
Power Home Solar came out and they did a professional job.
It's not what we're used to hearing when it comes to the now bankrupt solar company at the center of lawsuits and thousands of angry complaints.
For a few years there, we were getting what we were promised, which was, a significantly reduced electric bill.
But Rachel Sudnick says at first she was impressed with Power Home Solar and the savings these panels were providing her home. She says all that changed last spring, though, when the system suddenly stopped producing energy and hasn't worked since.
How do you deal with a company that you were promised a kind of a lifetime product from that is now bankrupt?
Pink Energy, formerly Power Home Solar, declared bankruptcy in October amid more than 30,000 complaints of faulty systems. Now, a trustee is working to figure out how much money the company might have available to pay back customers like Sudnick, along with the many others throughout Western North Carolina who've called the News 13 Help Desk wanting answers.
They're wondering if there's any chance they could get any money back from all of this. Is that a possibility?
I think it's a possibility. Ultimately, the question is how much of a distribution are they going to get on their claim? What percentage of the claim are they likely to recover? And that's the ultimate question in the case.
We've read through the court documents which show that Pink Energy's assets total just under $4 million, with possible claims far exceeding that amount at nearly $150 million. But bankruptcy attorney David Shilley says a separate lawsuit could play a big role in the bankruptcy. Pink Energy is now suing Generac, a parts supplier, for $190 million. Shilley says winning that lawsuit is the only way that frustrated customers could see a payout.
The chance of getting that money back feels pretty slim at this point.
Yeah, I think that's right. I hate to be so pessimistic, and I hope that I'm wrong for their sake.
And even if customers get paid, Shilley says it will take several years and they likely won't get back everything they've lost. Sudnick just wants enough money to get these panels to provide power once again.
Yes, I would like to get the money back so that I can pay somebody else to fix the part.
Karen Zakalak, News 13.
Pink Energy's CEO has apologized to customers but blames Generac.
He says 2 other lawsuits have now been filed against that company. He says that shows his company is not at fault.
Buncombe County Board of Education members are asking the state for more control of academic calendars.
News 13's Samir Nefsi reports tonight they approved the district calendar with classes starting August 28th, but not without letting the state know they are not happy about it.
In a 2-page resolution, the Board of Education here in Buncombe County sending their support for local control of school calendars. The board members feel the current restrictions imposed by state legislation have a negative impact on students. The Buncombe County Board of Education demanding more say on when the academic school year starts. Currently, public schools are not permitted to start earlier than the Monday closest to August 26, with the academic school year ending no later than the Friday closest to June 11th.
You have a proposed resolution that would ultimately be sent to our local and state leaders regarding school control or local control of the school calendars.
Thursday night, the Board of Education approved the 2023-2024 calendar with students starting on August 28th. However, the board believes this date will already put students behind.
A late August start date means the schools within Buncombe County are unable to complete the first semester until mid to late January. The school calendar law requires high school students to take first semester exams after winter break, which negatively impacts students.
Additionally, the board feels current restrictions also impact students trying to enroll in college courses, a loss of learning during winter breaks, and the flexibility to make up days without taking away breaks. Now, earlier this month, Henderson County's Board of Education voting to approve a calendar that violates the state's law, something the Board of Education here in Buncombe County opted not to do.
Yeah, we do have the choice to actually disobey state law, break state law with a calendar recommendation that would potentially warrant sanctions from the General Assembly or lawsuits such as what Union County is now facing.
So what legal repercussions can districts face for violating the calendar legislation? According to a lawyer for the State Board of Education and the Department of Public Instruction, there is no procedure if a district violates the law. However, failing to comply can result in legal challenges from the state. Stating, quote, "We encourage our local boards of education and local charter schools to stay within legal boundaries imposed on them. Failure to do so can place them in legal peril," end quote. The Buncombe County Board of Education will send their support of local control to state lawmakers, but to enact change, they ask parents also reach out.